Hello, friends. Time for read aloud time. Today, we're reading something called floating and sinking. Who knows what floating is? Floating is when something that you put in the water does not go under the water. It stays on top of the water. And sinking is when you put something in the water and it sinks to the bottom of the water. Let's think about things that might float in water and things that might sink in water and why that happens. What floats? What sinks? Drop a dry cork in the water. What happens? What is that doing in the water, friends? That's right, it's floating. Now, drop a penny. What happened to the penny? What's happening? It's going to the bottom, so it's sinking. What makes one of them float and one of them sink? Take a close look at the cork. Can you see tiny holes? Those holes trap air. Air is lighter than water. Tiny air pockets are one of the things that make the cork have less density than water. What's density, friends? Density is just how heavy something is, how much it weighs, compared to how big it is. So a penny is very heavy for its size. A penny is little, but it weighs a lot for how little it is. And a cork is bigger than a penny, but it's lighter. It's much lighter than a penny for its size. Anything that has less density than water will float. Now look at the penny. The penny is made of metal. Metal does not have the same little holes. Most metal has greater density, which means it's more heavy than water. Anything that has greater density than water will sink. See, the pennies, they weigh more than the water. It's on a scale, and when the scale goes down, that means that thing is heavier. So the pennies are heavier than the water. Does it float? Test some other things. Will a carrot float or sink? How about marshmallows? This is what we're going to do in our group Zoom meeting tomorrow, friends. We're going to get some water and we're going to test different things to see if they will sink or float. Why do boats float? Other things float. Boats float. Some boats are made of metal. The metal penny sank. Why do boats float? Boats float because of their shape. Boat builders bend the metal to make a big air pocket. The air pocket lets the boat float. See, a boat dips down like this, and then there's air inside, which makes it lighter. Big ships float too. A ship's air pockets are big enough to float the ship and the heavy cargo it carries. The end. So friends, I want you to think about different things that you want to test and see if they will float or sink. And then tomorrow in our Zoom meeting, we'll put them in water and we'll see which things are heavier than water and which things are lighter than water and will float. Have a great day.